It's important to include the price of the feeds in Rumen8 so it can give you an idea of how well your diet is performing financially. If you haven't got those entered in your library, the easiest way to do this is to go across to the Feed Costs tab. And you can see here you've got entry boxes for the feed costs and losses for each of the feeds that are in the current diet. So it makes it very simple to adjust the feed costs for the particular batch of barley that's come in. If you've just had a reduction in price from your supplier, you can quickly change it here without having to go into the feed library. Like the amounts of feed that you entered that are being fed to the cow, you can enter feed costs on a dry matter basis or as an as-fed basis, and Rumen8 will calculate the equivalent value for you. You can enter a loss associated with each feed type, and it's important to remember that this only applies to the cost. It doesn't have any influence on the amount of feed that the cow is eating. So you can see here for the barley grain, we've got a 2% loss from the time that we purchased the barley and paid $240 a tonne for it through to when the cow eats it. So the cow is still eating 2.63 kilograms of barley a day, but what that 2% loss means is that the price has actually been increased from the $240 a tonne that we paid for the barley to $245 a tonne by the time the cow gets to eat it, because we've lost 2% out of the system. And we also work out the costs after losses on an as-fed basis. So we paid $211 a tonne for our barley, and after you factor in the losses, that's $215 a tonne. It's actually cost you.